Gamble Factory, what's going on? It's your boy ZROB. We got Coach T Posey, as always, coming and talking some Thursday night football, maybe a little bit of NBA. We appreciate you guys hopping in here with us. Make sure you like, make sure you're subbed up, and let's cook up a slip. I think we're due. I think last night we went 3-3 on our slip, so not too good. But we got some football. We've had some pretty good Thursday night football streams in the past. So I'm hoping tonight's going to be the same. We're getting the Rams and the Saints, and we're getting a good total, especially for Thursday night football. It's 46, actually up from what it opened at. So that's awesome. The Rams are favored by 3 or 4 points, depending on where you look. So I'm liking tonight's game. I've already got a slip out personally for this as a game stack. So I'm really hoping we get some offense. Tyler, how you feel about tonight?
Yeah, it's surprising, and it's nice to have a nice total here at 45 and a half. I think it's where it's at currently. Not used to seeing it on a Thursday night football game. You're used to seeing, like Bears and Vikings with nobody playing for the Vikings type options. So it's nice to have a couple of decent teams in there that are sitting right around 500 at least. So it's nice to see that, and nice to see the total. So I'm expecting some offense and ready to see some of that.
Yep, both teams fighting to make the playoffs, of course. So that's always nice that they're going to be extra motivated. Not really too much injury news. I think the only thing that would have been concerning would be Olave on the Saints, and he's back. See nothing that tells me that he's not going to be 100% playing tonight. So I'm ready to lock in some props. Do you want to get us started, or do you want me to?
So last few streams I've gotten us started, and we're not quite to that 6 out of 6. So I think it's time to change it up.
Changing it up. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think it's a prop that both of us like, just because I mentioned it right before stream, and that is Mr. Alvin Kamara. He's only at 32.5 receiving yards. Absolutely love it. It's been a wagon all year long at this line. I'm surprised we're getting it this low. He's covered this in 9 of 11 this season. If you look at his 2 misses, they were in games they won by 34 and 22. So like, he just wasn't forced to have to do much. They weren't having to play keep up or catch up. So they're 3-point underdogs tonight. So Vegas thinks that they're going to be playing from behind. They certainly think that they're not going to get blown out either. So it should be close enough. And all the closer games they played this season, he's cashed this in. So he also he's second on the team in targets despite missing the first 3 weeks of the season. So look for him to get 5+ targets tonight. um, and over 33 receiving yards.
But yeah, another one that I liked. I actually played it on some of my sleeper slips. So one that I'm certainly all about as well.
Our guy Aiden, he said, guess which game he bet the over on in the last five? the the Carolina game where he finished -11 is what I'm guessing.
That's got to be it.
Bro, that's tough. I also had the over that game. I think he had like 4 catches or something like that too, and he had -11 receiving yards, which is crazy.
Yeah, it seems just about right for an over that we take. I love it. For my first one, I'm going to go over to the Rams and take a last 5 game log wagon. He's now taking control over the running back snaps for the Rams, and that's Kyron Williams. He's just continuing to get 20 plus carries over 4 of the last 5 games, 5 of his last 7, just continually getting fed the ball. You gotta love where they're at with feeding him the ball. So his rushing attempts are 18 and a half right now. I think that's maybe a carry or two too low. I was expecting this to be probably right at around 19 and a half, maybe 20 if it's got bumped, but it's not there. And so you I just take this prop here at 18 and a half. The odds are favored over minus like 125 on 130, depending on which book you're looking at. So the odds back it. Certainly the Rams are just feeding him. I know the Saints defense has looked pretty tough, but they're really just middle of the pack. It's not like they're uh, absolutely dominant against the run as they've been in the past. So not really worried about the matchup as much as I used to be. So middle back defense, a guy who's just getting fed the football and the odds favoring. I'm just going to take that at 18 and a half all day long.
Yeah, no, I think it's a just fine play. New Orleans actually has been very good through the air the whole season when you're just looking at their average stats. And versus a rush, they actually give up a little bit more production. And this Rams team, they've kind of been clicking here, like what the last month. Been putting up decent amount of points. I mean, last week versus Washington, 28. The week before against Baltimore, 31. The week before against a really, really good defense in Cleveland, 36. And Arizona, they had 37. So, like, here this last month, it's like they've kind of got it figured out. They're trying to make a
Yeah.
playoff push. They're running a lot of plays. So, I see no reason why, Kyron doesn't get a first down rush on just about every first down they have, that's not
Yeah.
to say that the passing attack can't also hit, because I love that Kyron play, especially if they're going to be, they're favored, they're at home. He's been running the majority of the running back share, which is nice to see. So I got no problem with that. Yeah. So can we look at his rushing yards too? His rushing yards also look good. I mean,
At 90 something.
91.5.
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, if you look here, the Saints give up the 126 rush yards per game. So it's quite a bit. It's one of the worst in the leagues in the league. And Kyron's going to play most of the snaps. So I don't even mind his fantasy score either. 19.5 is a little high. I haven't taken it. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him score a touchdown today. I actually took a touchdown prop on Sleeper for him. So Kyron should have a good game. I'm going to stay on that side of the ball. And it's probably my favorite play of the day, and that's Mr. Cooper Kupp, the YouTube thumbnail wagon. 75.5 receiving yards. I certainly think him and Kyron both can hit. I mean, we get a Kyron rush or two on just about every drive, probably more than that actually. And then Cooper Kupp's going to get some production today. He has 115 and 111 receiving yards in the last 2 games. Tougher matchup on paper tonight, but it's against a Saints team that runs man coverage 37% of the time, which is actually second most in the league. And when you look at target share on the Rams, Kupp has an elite target rate on the team at 32%, which is 10% more than Puka in man coverage. And of course, Cooper's still going to get the looks in zone coverage too, which teams play most of the game. So I see no reason why he doesn't probably get pretty close to that 100 plus yard mark again. We all know, like last year, Cooper Kupp's line was rarely much below 100. So getting him at 75.5 at this part in the year, they're making a playoff run. Lock it in.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, going on a playoff run, you're going to need your best players. That's Cooper Kupp. That seems to be Kyron Williams, and both can coincide together because they have been. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, not like super correlated in terms of the passing game specifically, but it's a prop that can easily hit, and both can hit together. So you got to love that. Now to the next prop, which I am not really loving anything in particularly, to be honest with you, for especially for the football game. So if you have another football prop, I'll let you go, and then we can
I
kind of
do.
maybe discuss some NBA props that I like. If you see one, unless something pops out on the optimizer by the time you're done talking, because really I just had the Camara prop that you played that I liked, and then the Kyron Williams. So
Okay.
go ahead and knock your football out, and we'll talk about some NBA ones that we can add on.
Sounds good. Oh, and real quick, Aiden said Kupp is at 70.5 on Underdog for those who play there. So yeah, getting a 5 yard value is really good. I actually think he was 73.5 on Prizepicks earlier before he got bumped, but 5 yard difference on Underdog can certainly mean a big difference. So my last football prop, one of my favorites today, is Chris Olave's 5 receptions over, of course. So we get in a Rams team that plays zone coverage at one of the highest in the league, and he leads the team in target rate versus zone at 24.5%, which is 9% higher than Michael Thomas and Shaheed. He also gets 31% of the man coverage targets, so it's also very good. This man is by far the target share leader on the team. Um, he has hit 5 or more receptions in 10 out of 13 games this year. Absolutely crazy percentage. And then when you look at the games that he missed, one he just missed in, but 2 of them they were 22 plus point blowouts. Same games that Kamara didn't hit his receiving yards in. Um, so when you look at it, like Olave and Kamara are both hitting in basically every single game this year with these props at the same time. So they're
Yeah,
underdogs. They should have to pass the ball quite a bit. So the Rams, they give up a lot of pass yards. So I see no reason why Olave doesn't see 8 plus targets easy tonight. So yeah, lock that in for me. It's one of my favorite props.
nice. Gotta love it. Just one more NFL that I've been looking at. I haven't brought it up because I don't know that I like truly trust it. But over the last 3 weeks, his targets have gone up quite a bit. It was just he had gone through a pretty rough stretch at the middle part of the season where he was just not. He's getting 3 or less looks, mostly less, and that's Tyler Higbee. So the last 3 weeks, he's gotten over 4 targets,
Mm-hmm.
and then is getting receptions, like pulling those in, and is over that 23.5 receiving yards mark in 3 straight. Now that he's got the looks, Saints have not done great against tight ends, so that's great. And then the odds are like minus 130 on the yardage at 23.5. So you're getting good odds. He's kind of hot of late. Saints are not the greatest against tight ends. He's got a little bit of an uptick in work. So that one intrigues me a little bit. But that's the only other football play that I kind of even looked at a lot. I don't know if you looked at that one any at all.
Yeah, I actually took that on my first slip today. I was deciding between that fantasy score and receiving yards. I don't think his
Mm-hmm.
fantasy score has hit this year. When receiving yards didn't, so I just took receiving yards. But, I played it earlier, so
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good one. I don't mind that one at all. And his 2.5 receptions are fine as well. I just think the yards probably are a little bit better, but it's pretty close to the same, to be honest with you.
yeah. I mean, he should see 4 or 5 targets tonight.
Yeah, yeah, I,
So
I
if
agree.
he catches 2 or 3 passes, he should hit that. Hopefully, he can cash it with 2 catches. Um, But if he gets 3, I would be surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. He can catch it with 2, but should with 3 no matter what.
Our boy, I think I don't know how to say his name. Is Mitel or Mitel maybe?
Yeah.
He hit us up with another super chat. So
Oh my
good luck.
gosh.
Good luck to you today, man. Appreciate you. That's 2 days in a row from our guy now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, we appreciate any support you guys give. So that's 5 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Did you say you have an NBA prop you like?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple that I'm eyeing here. One's a combo prop between DeRozan and
I
Wembanyama.
see it just popped up on the
Yeah,
optimizer.
it's popping up on the optimizer now at 44.5. I think that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like Giannis's PRA at
Yeah.
49.5. And where did it go? And another one that I was looking at is Max Trust rebounds.
I was looking at that one right before the stream as well. I think that one, it seems to be a good one. I mean, I think it's a great rebounding matchup. Let me look again. Can't remind. Yeah, against the Pelicans, they give up a pretty good amount of defensive rebounds. The Cavs are without everybody just about today. It seems like, right?
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to like look up
I got
exactly who's out, but I'm
no
pretty
Garland,
close.
no Mitchell, no Mobley.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like him and Jared Allen.
Sheesh, bro. They're literally starting Craig Porter, Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade, Jarrett Allen, bro. And it's only I guess there's a lot of injury news on the Pelicans side too. You know, they got Larry
Yeah,
Nance, Matt Ryan out. Zion's questionable, J Val's questionable, Herbert Jones is questionable.
yeah. It's a ton of news on both sides of the basketball. I mean, he's looking to play what 35 minutes again. He played 33 yesterday.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't hit this yesterday against Utah
Yeah, I mean,
in 33 minutes, really.
yeah, it is a little surprising. He grabbed just 4 rebounds, but Okoro got 6. Craig Porter got no, it was 7. Dean Wade, like, kind of seemed like they just fell to everybody else except him yesterday,
Mhm.
which is a little like unlucky because he's a guy who had been averaging right at 5 anyway, so or 4.8. So 4.8 his last 10, 5.4 over the regular season. So a little shocking that uh, they didn't find him yesterday.
My only thing I'd be worried about is if like with the role he plays with everybody out, does he just get less rebounding opportunities? You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. See if I can find his rebound opportunities
I mean,
yesterday.
let's see. Without Donovan Mitchell this year, he's gone over in 4 or 6. Um, but like it's hard to say for sure. You know, with so many people out, it almost just changes out like the rebound rate like this. It's kind of hard to tell. You know.
Yeah, that does make it certainly look different in terms of like what we're looking for because it's probably very minimal games that he's played out all these because this is just his first year
First year with the
with the
Cavs.
Cavs, so it makes it even harder to kind of like go through and really find a sample size. It might be just yesterday, so it may not be. It
I,
may change everything.
I do like it though. I mean, and the odds
Yeah,
are there.
too.
I was looking at it before stream. I was considering bringing that one up. So we can lock that in. I know that the SGA. I know we don't take a lot of stocks props, but he's got a 2.5 blocks and steals prop on the optimizer, decently favored. And I mean, this guy has been a stock wagon this year at that line. I mean, he's covered this in 67% of games, which is
Yeah,
it's pretty
it's
high.
nice.
You know,
That's nice.
like you don't really see that high of a hit rate for 2.5 stocks. The only thing is like the Clippers don't turn the ball over a whole lot. Um, but I mean, SGA has covered this 3 of 4. Looks like one game he got 0 against the Clippers. This is all last season. But then in the other 3, he's got 6, 3, and 4 stocks. So that one's interesting to me as well.
Yeah, that was good. I've seen it on the optimizer all the whole game. It's just kind of weird
Mm-hmm.
that it's not been kind of bumped all day because it's not been there.
I'm feeling better about that one now than I took Daniel Gafford's 2.5 stocks today, bro.
Wow.
That dude always gets me wrong, but I mean Portland just turns the ball over, gets blocked like crazy. So I don't know.
Trying to
Your
figure.
choice. I'm fine with any of those ones we talked about as our sixth prop. I think they're all gonna be hit. I have Struss in there right now.
Okay.
But if you don't want to go that, then we can change it up.
I was trying to go back to Struce's yesterday's his number of rebound chances, just to kind of see like where he was at. I'm not quite finding what I need to find here.
That's it on is it on the NBA.com or something like that?
Yeah, but I can't get the game log to pop up correctly. But that's normally where I would look as well.
Anybody got any questions while Tyler's looking that up? I'm pretty confident in his first five.
Yeah, I like the first five quite a bit.
How many of you guys are still in your fantasy leagues playoffs? I got I got one league I'm still left in. I think Tyler's left in a couple.
I'm in two. I'm left in two.
I'm getting my slip locked in here real quick. Got Kamara's receiving yards. Got Kyron's rush attempts. I don't mind his rushing and receiving yard prop either. I don't know. Cooper Kupp's receiving yards. Olave's receptions. Looks like we're going Higbee's receiving yards too.
Yeah.
And then possibly Max.
Yeah, all right. So I'm sitting here in the cutter. I'm missing one play that we talked about.
Went 12-2 and was a first round dude. I had a team league that was like that too, the Dynasty League. I had 200 more points scored than the second closest person. Tyler barely squeaks into the playoffs in that league and crushes me. My team laid a goose egg pretty much in the first round.
Yeah, I can't believe I beat him. I was literally kind of like tanking pretty much throughout the year to try to steal some draft picks because I had quite a few just of my own stuff. And my team just wasn't bad and just kept finding ways to win games on accident. And so I ended up sneaking in as like the 7th seed and beat Zach, which is certainly unfortunate because his team was much, much better than mine.
Dude, unreal. Somebody say Carlton Towns 3-pointers. He's been hitting that against the Lakers. 3-3 last year. Lakers give up a crap ton of threes. That's not a bad one. And it's favored over, so.
What is he at, 1.5?
1.5.
I don't see it.
Is it not on Prizepicks?
I don't think it's on Prizepicks.
It was earlier. Somebody asked about it. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, Trey Johnson. I've already taken Kobe White over rebounds.
Did it get bumped?
It's at 5. I took it at 5.
I got it at 4.5 on Sleeper. I figured it was bumped on Prizepicks already.
Yeah, I took it at 5 on Prizepicks. I already took it at 4.5 on Sleeper as well.
Our guy MeTool. Let us know if I say that wrong because I'm not sure. He asked about Underdog.
For Saturday and Sunday. I mean, we'll stream. We'll stream again, right? On Saturday night, probably.
Yeah, Saturday for sure. Maybe I don't know. I guess Sunday's Christmas Eve, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. We'll try to stream Saturday for you guys, and we'll make sure we'll do an Underdog one just for you, Meadle, on Saturday if we can stream. If not, we'll find you.
We always try and post some Underdog stuff on our Twitters as well. Just whenever there's better value. I do like taking those 3-mans on Underdog. There's some okay props right now, like Kobe White, or not Kobe White, DeAndre Ayton's at 29.5 PRA. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's good odds. I, for some reason, can never get him right, so I don't ever play him.
I took his rebounds today on Prizepicks at 12.5. It's a lot, but
it's still there.
It's about as good of a matchup as you can have. I'm definitely nervous about it, especially since it hasn't been bumped. But I mean, the matchup's there, so.
Yeah, it's there. It's still not bumped.
You not like Cars Fantasy? Is it still at 14.5 on Prizepicks, or did it get bumped?
Yeah, 14.5. Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it at all. He should hit that. I mean, they're gonna have to pass the ball tonight. Um, I just I think he might as well go pass yards. I don't know if he I don't know if he hits that fantasy score without his pass yards tonight. Unless you think he scores 2 touchdowns, but he's pretty heavily favored under 1.5 passing touchdowns, so that's what gets me a little bit nervous about it. I have played Carr's fantasy score at 14 already on a different slip, so I do like it. Only Underdog works in Miss. Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Mississippi definitely. At least they
that'll
have
get you.
something, but I'm surprised Mississippi has anything at all. Honestly,
Yeah, that just seems to never have anything at all.
I didn't know that because I know like living in Arkansas, I went through Mississippi a couple times, like to go
Yep.
to the beach or something, or going out east. And I try and put a Prize Pick slip in, and it never works. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's the same thing when I go to the beach. I'm like, better get it before Mississippi.
But that's probably it. Unless you guys
Yeah,
have any more questions, are we gonna go
I
Max?
think it's true. He's like averaging like 8 rebound chances, 8.5. Excuse me, 8.8 rebound chances per game. With all these guys out now, like just odd that he didn't hit yesterday. I don't think it's that big of a different deal. I think he's a rebounder tonight.
I mean, he's gonna have to be.
Too
Let's see.
close. Yeah, it's a good matchup in terms of like nobody being there with him. So I think it's right.
Look at Stafford's fantasy score. I do. Stafford's fantasy score. Was it at 16?
I didn't look at it. I don't know somebody who said it, but yeah, I haven't looked at it yet.
One second. Stafford 16.5. Yeah, I like it too. I mean he's been passing the ball a lot. This offense has really started clicking. I think he's favored over 1.5 passing touchdowns, which is nice. So that's 8 fantasy score right there. And then he has a 250 pass yards prop, so that's 10 points. That's already 18. He can afford to throw an interception because he'll still hit that because that'll give him 17. So I like it a lot. I think you're onto something for sure, Tyler. Pinkston. All right, well I'm gonna lock in this slip. It looks like a pretty good one. I say that every time, but I never think it's not gonna hit. You know.
Yeah, it looks so good. Yesterday's looked great too. Didn't go our way, but
Yeah, I still think yesterday's slip. I mean, on paper it looked pretty good. I mean, we went what 3-3 I think on it.
I think it was 3-3.
Just unfortunate Sexton couldn't get there. Zubac got 25 minutes. He didn't do Zubac things, and then Jamie Jaquez.
Jaime.
Nah, bro, Jamie shot like a Jamie.
Huh.
He shot bad yesterday, dude. He was like 3 of 11. So I think
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna get
not
out of
good.
here. Tyler, you have anything else to say?
No, we're good.
All right. Lock in the slip. Let's hit that 25x, guys. Appreciate you as always coming in here, hanging out. Before you leave, make sure you like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And we'll be back next time. Peace.